So a lot of our employees have no experience with firearms, and that's totally cool. We don't hire gun-oriented folks for this business. We hire good workers, guys that are motivated to work. I don't care if they're a shooter or not, but because they do work in a firearms industry company, they get motivated to want to shoot. They see some of the other guys at the shop shooting and getting involved in shooting outside of work extracurricularly, and they want to get involved. It's a cool hobby, it's a cool sport. They see us doing it all the time and living that lifestyle, and they're very curious about it.
We're gonna work on fundamentals today. Next time we come out, we'll go and actually get into, if you start grouping low left or high right, we'll start getting into that. Like this group, it's probably your little hands, man. Just because you're really trying to reach for that, you're rotating your hand to reach for that trigger. So when you settle that trigger, you're probably pulling the gun down just a little bit. So we'll definitely, next time we come out, I'll let you guys kind of pick like a carry style gun, something that's more tailored to like your style. Like a 365 XL would be good for you, but you just need a little bit of time behind the gun before you get behind those, because those are snappy little bastards. A lot more. All right, so put your finger on the trigger. And when you're gonna press that trigger, I want you to prep. Even slower than that. You can go even slower than that. Okay, so I'm gonna rack it again for you.
Yep.
Okay. Now you're still hooking it a little bit. Just back that finger up just a little bit, just like that, and just slow. Now I want you guys to practice that on your own right now. I'm gonna go individually and watch you guys. That was nice.
Felt better.
It looked better. That gun has 30,000 rounds through it.
So we just wanted to take them out, get them shooting, get them behind some guns. Before we even went out to the range, we did a hour safety brief, trigger reset, grip, sight picture alignment. We walked through everything, and then we brought them out to the range. We're not working on malfunctions. We're not working on firearm takedown. I just want them to get some confidence behind firearms before we start to work through other manipulations of the gun. It really keeps it simple for them on, okay, I can do this. I can pick up a firearm, load a mag, load the gun, and put rounds downrange confidently. Then we can start working on malfunction clearing, reloads, coming out of the holster. I want them to put a couple hundred rounds confidently and consistently downrange before we start working on other things. So we started with big dots, like big bullseyes, wanted to see where they were patterning. And they actually shot all really well on the big dot.
All right, put your ears on. You guys watch me. I just want you guys to observe what I do. And watch my fingers, watch my grip, watch my stance. I'm gonna go real slow so that you guys can see it. All right, that is twice as fast as I want you guys to go. It's twice as fast. I'm gonna put a little bit more rounds through this gun just so you guys see it more.
They took their time and they did a fantastic job on the first bullseye. Then we started working them through smaller 6-inch bulls, just getting some, adding some speed to it, transitioning between bullseyes to kind of shake it up a little bit. And then we switched over to dots. The last couple mags of the day, we wanted to hammer through dot drills. And that's just to, kind of shake it up and see where the wheels fall off and how quickly the wheels fall off. And to show them, the perspective of the wheels fall off real quick if you don't put all the tools and all the parts and all the moving parts together. So we took Tal and Mike, Frankie, and Aaron out the first time. When we went out the second time, we took out Jake and Connor, who are, they've been shooting for a while. They just wanted to work on some minutia level stuff when it came to 1R1s, reloads out of the holster. And then we brought Frankie and Aaron back out as well. Some of the other guys weren't able to make it, but this was a good group because Frankie and Aaron are taking this very seriously, and they are very interested in purchasing firearms sooner than later. And obviously, owning a firearm will will catapult their development as a shooter much faster than just taking shotguns out after hours. Dry firing is super important. Just working out of a holster, dry firing in front of the TV is super important. So I think those are things that they're very interested in doing. They just need to find what gun works best for them. Aaron has very small hands, so we're gonna let him shoot a P365 XL with an optic pretty soon. Frankie's got really large hands and a small build. He's someone that can conceal carry a much larger frame gun and shoot it well. So we're doing 1R1s with Jake and Connor. We're doing some cold start drills, something similar to the Bear Solutions target, but of course I left my Bear Solutions targets at the office, so we had to hand draw some Bear Solutions style cold start drills. And then Frankie and Aaron were working on 7 yards on 6-inch bullseyes, as well as some dot drills later on in the night. I think one of the challenges too is that they kept slipping off their grips as they were firing multiple shot strings. So I told them, just reset your grip every time. I want you to feel comfortable and confident. I said, I wanted them to reset their grip every time, just to start. I don't want them to get in the habit of that, but I want them to be more confident behind the firearm. I want them to not slip off the firearm, and I want them to break it down from trigger to shot, like trigger to hands through optic and then back through the shot, and just rebuild it every time so they have consistency. And once they start getting consistent, they know where to put their thumbs, they know where to grip the firearm, they know to hold the trigger to the rear of the receiver, and then go nice and slow through the reset and back through the wall of the trigger and releasing that round down range.